So as we all know, Metal Gear Solid 3 is getting a remake, which makes sense since it's literally the only good Metal Gear game out there. Anyway, I went back and played it to see if it held up, and let me tell you, I forgot just how freaking weird these games are. He's literally mewing us! Anyway, the story begins with Solid Snake's clone daddy named Naked Snake, go figure, as he yeets himself out of an airplane into the jungles of Russia. Wait a second. Now, I'm no zoologist, but I don't think Russia has any jungles. Well, whatever, Snake is here to yoink a scientist and bringing him over to the US because he's building tanks or something. Anyway, Snake finds a scientist who says a very bizarre line.
By the way, your Russian is superb.
Mind you, Snake hasn't uttered even a single word in Russian this whole time. Regardless, Snake gets ambushed by a younger version of that freaky ass old man from the other games.
That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Now, I'm no geologist, but I don't think ocelots are native to Russia. So why you named yourself after a cat is a mystery to me to this day. Anyway, Snake uses his kung fu skills to beat up Ocelot and his gang and runs away with the scientist to a bridge. At which point, Snake's mother figure shows up named The Boss, with whom Snake has a parasocial psychosexual relationship with, and she tells him, "I have defected to the Soviet Union. Slava Sovetskому Soyuzu!" At which time, this dude with the extra crispy face, who can go Super Saiyan, walks up. This is Colonel Volgin, the main bad guy, by the way. Anyway, Snake just stands there gobsmacked while the boss rearranges his arm and yeets him off a cliff. Then Volgin proceeds to try and create World War III by shooting a nuke at Russia. And since this is the 1960s, of course the USSR blames America for this. So they send Snake back in to try and break out the same scientist again, because it worked so well last time, and to also murderize the boss and blame her for the nuke explosion. So Snake meets up with his contact, who is this hot chick who never wears a shirt, but Snake seems to be way more turned on by his gun than her.
Incredible.
Hell yeah, go off, King. Anyway, at this point, Snake has to run around the jungle, beat up the boss's soldiers, who are called her kids, or something. I don't know, bro. It's just a bunch of weirdos. First up, we got the B-Man.
I am the pain.
I'm a wasp, and I like to hurt people.
Freaking Tarzan.
I am the fear.
My monkey man.
Then this old bastard who is 1 week away from retirement, who just makes me wanna... A literal phantom. And the Human Torch.
I am the fury. The flames of my rage will incinerate you.
Now picture that, but everywhere.
Now, before we proceed, you might be wondering why exactly are all of these people fighting each other, and I think this clip perfectly summarizes everyone's motivations.
We've got to have money.
To make a long story short, after World War II, the Allies pulled all their finances into one war chest, and somehow pizza-faced Colonel Volgin has it now, and everyone else just wants to get their hands on the microfilm.
Now, where is the microfilm?
I don't know anything about any microfilm.
Don't play coy with me. This is too important. And this is the plot.
So Snake makes his way into Groznygrad, which, if you didn't know, translates literally into the Thunder City. Real subtle. He sneaks in by disguising himself as a gay man. This obviously doesn't work, and Snake gets caught instantly. So while Pizza Face Volgin is torturing Snake, he explains his entire plan and motivations, that he has a big-ass tank called the Shagohod, and that he's hella rich because of all the Philosopher's legacy. Basically, his motivation is...
Now you see that evil will always triumph, because good is dumb.
Then the hot motorcycle chick gets found out to be a spy and is about to be shot in the face by...
Here we go.
Bro, how did your goofy ass survive to be an old man? Anyway, Snake is like...
Please, no, not the sex here.
and takes a bullet to the eye. They throw Snake into a cell, but he does manage to escape, and if you're wondering how that went... So while recovering from the ass beating he just got, Snake hides out in a cave and...
Nice to meet you, Snake. I'm Tatiana.
Alright, so we just hide out here till morning and... Yo! Oh no, 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 no.
As a paladin, lust is the greatest sin. I must never break my vow of celibacy.
No, don't do it!
Don't rush me, Katie. I'm just not ready.
Hell yeah, stay strong, brother. Anyway, Snake places C4 on the Shackleheart to try and blow it up, but gets snuck up on again. You know, I'm starting to think that Snake isn't a very good spy. Anyway, Snake rage baits Volgin, 1v1 me, ya punk bitch, and it works. And I love how Ocelot is just standing there aura farming for no reason after taking L's for the last 10 hours. Bro, you're not fooling anyone, you suck. After getting his ass beat, Volgin climbs into the Shackleheart and you shoot missiles at it, but that does precisely 0 damage, and while trying to escape... Oh, for crap's sake, Ocelot, take your goofy ass somewhere else. Anyway, after this, some more goofy James Bond action straight up from Pierce Brosnan's playbook starts happening. And Pizza Face finally freaking dies. Wait, so this man died from getting electrocuted, burned to death, and getting an entire clip that he shot at himself. I don't know if that's the stupidest or the most badass death of all time, but either way, it's definitely Metal Gear. So Snake's mission is complete, right?
Wrong.
Because the boss is still alive and sends Snake a challenge.
Run them hands up. Put your paws up, homie.
But before we get to the hands, she proceeds to spout her whole life story and philosophy.
Blah, 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 pride, blah, blah, prince of all, blah, 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 Super Saiyan, blah, blah, blah.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't listening to any of that until she says one of the wildest and stupidest things I have ever heard of.
The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose.
No! Hell no! You think I'm just gonna let you disrespect my man Yuri Gagarin like that? You know what? You deserve this.
Emotional, damn it!
Well, now that Snake boomed his mama, he can finally leave Russia on a plane, but then... Snake! Game, you cannot be serious right now. Anyway, they fight, and the fight goes precisely just like this.
Get off my plane.
Anyway, Snake and Eva take a vacation after all of that buffoonery and... I don't think I'm old enough to watch this.
I see you handle your weapon well.
I have been known to keep my tip up.
The next morning, Snake wakes up to find that Eva ran off and ran his pockets.
Oh, the deception! The betrayal, man, you deceived me!
It turns out that Eva is a Chinese spy, of all things, and she was sent to yoink the Philosopher's Legacy. Oh, and the boss died on purpose and took the blame for the nuke at the beginning of the game to prevent World War III. Oh, and one more twist. Apparently, Ocelot was like a quadruple agent somehow, as he's been working for the CIA and KGB at the same time, and he is also the one with all of the money.
I'm rich, yeah!